No better. At which time? Sorry. Police investigation discovered a bottle in the dresser drawer in Edward Quatermain's bedroom. And it contained rat poison. Okay?
Oh, I can't believe old Mr. Quatermain would actually kill somebody. He always pretended to be mean, but I never really thought he was.
Don't you believe it? Some of the things he said about his dear departed cousin, but I don't really think he did it.
Oh, I'm sorry I interrupted. Go on.
All right, madam. The medicine bottle has been taken to Port Charles Police Department laboratory for examination. And because of his expertise with poison and drug analysis, private investigator Robert Scorpio will supervise tests, and we should have the result early tomorrow morning. Okay, and that's that.
Is the bottle really hidden in Edward's room as a setup?
Yeah, I think so. It's a very crude one. I mean, Edward's far too smart to leave something incriminating in his room. If he'd done it, he'd try to frame someone else. Okay, then I want to send another letter to...
Well, I figured you'd still be here.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, my... I don't realize what the time was. Sorry.
Well, this is getting to be pretty ridiculous. Here am I on my way to work at the club, and from what I recall, you and I, we didn't even pass each other once in the bathroom today.
I'm sorry. I'll wait up for you, okay?
I've got a better idea. Why don't you and, well, the two of you, come to the club, have some supper when you're done.
All right. Felicia?
Well, are we finished?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I think I'll go home and get changed then.
Okay. Oh, I have to change also. Do you...
All right. Well, I'm going to go then.
Bye. Bye. Oh. What's Robin doing?
That's a good question. Susie's staying the night. And between the two of them, well, you'll hardly recognize your home when you see it. They've turned the dining room into like an Indian reservation. I think that's what it is.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That reminds me, you don't have to watch the game today, Andy's team. I was wondering if they won or not.
No, I don't know. I didn't see it. We were very busy in here. I hope they did win.
Yeah. Seemed to mean a lot to him.
Patrick, the chopper just landed. It should be right down.
Great. Did you get a hold of anesthesiology?
Dr. Cardwell is on his way.
Cardwell, good.
Yes, sir.
There they are.
Surgical team here.
Oh,
are ready?
Cardwell's on
All right,
his way.
I want a full surgical prep on this man's staff.
Electroplated mounting. Absolutely fit for a queen. I've never seen such value and beauty combined. All three pieces for only $49.
What the bee whiskers are you doing? I am trying to save you from yourself, but I'm afraid it might be a lost cause.
Sugar, I don't need saving. What I need is a few less hours on these poor planters' work on my feet. Do you know that I actually worked less and made more money when I was putting fenders on cars at the auto plant?
Well, Aunt Charlene, I don't really care if you cook sitting down. Just cook. Just do it.
Do what? I ate an hour ago.
Well, I haven't eaten and I'm hungry, and Tony's going to be coming home and he's going to be starved. Wait a minute. Maybe you can just make something not too fancy, something we can take upstairs on a tray.
Have you lost your sawdust? Look at this foot.
Put that back in there. God, just make something. It doesn't have to be anything hot. You know, maybe, just something that we'll keep in case we don't get to it right away. Sandwiches, a bottle of wine, maybe a salad plate.
Sandwiches, a bottle of wine, maybe a salad. How about a whole crock of organic fertilizer? Look, when did you start ordering your aunt around like a scullery maid?
Aunt Charlene, I am not ordering you around. I'm just asking you to do what you get paid for, what you get room and board for, what you get my old clothes for.
Oh, that does it. I will not be treated like somebody's servant.
Oh, okay. Okay. What if I call you my, let me see, executive assistant? Is that all right? Because no matter what you do, you can't ruin this day. This has been my day, and your bellyache ain't gonna change it.
But what happened?
Well, of all people, Bobby Meyer gave me the excuse I needed to postpone my reception.
Oh, you mean that lawyer's wife that got arrested for hooking down in Miami?
I think it's called poetic justice. I mean, here's Bobby, and she's in such a sad situation, and Tony thinks that's the reason that I'm postponing it.
And he doesn't know the real reason.
No, of course not. And you and I both know that the reason is the Quartermains. True?
Oh, so true. You ought to write that Bobby a thank you note.
I think I might just do that. But you know what else? Tony did something that made me forget all about Bobby.
What did he do?
Well, this little junior nurse, some little, I don't know, sex pot person, she was giving me a hard time. And so Tony stepped right in, and he stood up for me. And he told her, I love this, you treat her with respect you would any doctor's wife.
Oh, sugar, I hate to rain on your ball game, but it sounds to me like that nurse was giving him a hard time for marrying you.
You couldn't be further from the truth. You're wrong, Aunt Charlene. Tony was doing that because he cares about my feelings. You're just jealous, aren't you? You're jealous because no man has ever cared about you the same way.
That's not true. You were with me when I was with Edgar, and he treated me like a queen. He did, too.
I'll get it. It's probably Tony.
Hot, hot, hot. A woman at your station, darling, does not answer her own phone. Watch this. Good evening, Dr. Jones's residence.
This is General Hospital calling with a message from Dr. Jones.
I can take it.
He has an emergency surgery to perform. He says for Mrs. Jones not to wait up. He's going to be very late.
Thank you for the message. Well, Loverboy has an emergency surgery to perform, and his quote to you was, don't wait up. Now, if you want your dinner, honey, you cook it yourself.
Look, the only thing you're going to do is get in the way of the surgical team in there.
Yeah, but it's so hard not knowing how he is.
Believe me, none of us are going to know anything until we operate. I'll tell you everything.
Okay. Go on. Don't waste time with me.
Looks like he's going to get a radical nephrectomy.
Yeah, that's our only hope. My concern is that we're going to find something when we open him up. Walt, I want a full biopsy report as soon as possible.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, if you're a good boy, we may let you watch.
Thank you. I don't like the sight of blood.
How you doing, pal?
Never better. Except for this little catch in my back.
You think you could grit your teeth and roll over for me?
Doc, you don't know what you're asking.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, we'll help
It's
you.
gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. I know it does. There you go. It's all right.
Okay.
All right, look right there, Patrick.
Edematous. Pressure's dropping.
Yeah, the
Pulse
tumor
ready.
Tumor is ruptured. That's why the pressure's dropping right now.
Internal bleeding. So on top of everything else, we may be looking at peritonitis.
Okay, check the IV for me and transfuse 2 units of blood for me, please. Okay, did he sign... Andy, did you sign a consent form?
What consent?
Oh, well, I'm looking for a consent form. Where is she? Come on. You know, we don't have all day here. Thank you very much. Andy, listen, I know this is a lousy time to be doing paperwork, but I need a consent form signed before we go into surgery. Your tumor has ruptured, and unfortunately, you got internal bleeding, all right?
Doc,
I'm here.
did my team win?
Oh, we don't... Well, do you know?
Yeah, you won. It was a great game, Andy. You won 27-14.
I gotta see Duke Lavery.
No, you got to sign this. We don't have time for this right now.
Duke Lavery.
What's he saying?
No operation unless I speak to Duke.
No, I don't have time to argue with you.
Andy.
If we don't operate, you're going to die.
Andy, please.
Then again, if we operate without a consent form, this hospital's going to close the OR down. I'll go find him.
Hi, Angela. How's business there?
Well, it's picking up, boss. The happy hour bunch is staying for dinner, and the dinner crowd is just starting.
Great. Do me a favor, keep a good table for Anna, Felicia, and myself. They'll be in for supper in about half an hour.
Will do. Listen, do you want me to take anything out of the kitchen for them?
I think we should let them decide that.
Ain't that the truth? Boss, come on over here a second. I think you ought to know something.
What's up?
The football player, Andy Matthews.
Yeah, he's my next door neighbor. Would you like me to get his autograph?
No, it's not that. He was in here yesterday looking to make a bet.
I told him he couldn't place bets here. Not unless you're still running this little pool game of yours.
No, of course not. But somebody told him the Scotsman was in the business. Now, boss, he wouldn't tell me where he got the word. So I told him. Sorry, pal. No dice. I mean, no pun intended.
It's not terribly funny. I was right about Carruthers.
Yeah, but he's not a Scotsman.
No, but he's in this building. He's living in my apartment, and he has visitors coming here every hour of the day and night.
Boss, he said he was selling insurance.
Insurance my eye. He's using my name and the reputation of this club. And I know as a bookie, he's out.
Duke's Club. Just 1 minute. Duke? What is it? Somebody from General Hospital says it's real important that he talk to you.
Duke Mavery.
Duke, this is Tony Jones. I'm at the hospital. Look, I've got a patient here who's going to die in an hour or two if we can't operate on him. His name's Andy Matthews, but he insists on talking to you before we can operate.
Oh, did he tell you what it was about?
No, he asked me who won the football game today, and he said he had to talk to you. Now, I know this doesn't make any sense, but could you come down here?
Yeah. I'll be right there.
Thanks.
I've got to go to the hospital. Tell Anna to wait for me. I'll be back. If I don't get back soon, tell her to wait anyway.
Sure, boss.
All those dishes, and then help me with this reception planning. I am having a heck of a time.
Sugar, if you want those dishes done, the left-hand faucet is hot and the right-hand faucet is cold. So you mix them up and do them yourself. Besides, after 6 o'clock, my brain just punches the old time clock. And if you want to talk about that party of yours, do it on your own time.
Where do you think you're going?
Anywhere I please. But for tonight, I'm going to a place called Duke's Club. It's ladies' night, and the drinks are half price if I can't find somebody to buy them for me.
No, ma'am, you just wait a minute. Don't start that again, okay?
Start what? All I'm going to do is go dance.
You are not going just dancing, are you? You're going to go out and pick up a man or two.
Honey, how else do you expect me to meet anybody here? By taking out your garbage?
You could try another way, perhaps, not going just to some bar.
Look, I am lonely. Now, the only two people I know in Port Charles are you and Tony. Now, are you going to begrudge me a little human companionship?
If you had any taste in men, I wouldn't. But I happen to remember some of the hoodlums you used to drag in.
Oh, well, you always went for appearances. I like to get to know the inner man.
Well, get to know the inner man someplace else. Aunt Charlene, this is my home, and I'll be damned if you're going to drag in some man in my house.
Now, you watch your tongue.
You watch yourself. You are the maid here. You are not the lady of the house who can do as she pleases.
Now, just a minute, Missy. Don't you try to throw that river water down my throat. I will go out tonight, and I will meet somebody. And if I want to sleep with them, I will bring them here to do it.
No, you won't do that.
Yes, I will. And guess what else? If it goes well, I might even invite them to the reception that you're going to give. And you will be polite to whomever I have. Because don't you forget that I am the only person on this earth who knows the truth about what you did when you were a girl. Do you hear me?
Oh, yeah, Aunt Charlene, I hear you.
Good. Now, you stay home and contemplate your sins while I borrow your coat and go wear out a pair of dancing shoes. Good night, sugar. I want you to have a real nice time, because I sure intend to. Oh.
What's Sue? I'm sure he's around here somewhere. So there's Angel at the bar. I wonder if he knows me. Hi, Angel. Hi.
Hi.
Tiffany, hi. Oh, of course I'm back. You didn't think I would miss Christmas in Port Charles, did you? Well, I don't know. Europe? And I'll bet you had an absolutely fantastic time.
Well, you have to tell us all about it.
That's right.
Well, you got a few
Would you like
days?
to join us for dinner?
Oh, I'd love to. Thank you. That's
great.
the best offer I've had in a long time. Thank you.
Angel, is that okay?
Yes, your table is ready, Mrs. Lavery. Don?
Yes.
Set another place at Duke's table and
Okay,
see
great.
to it that
Okay.
these ladies are seated.
Right this way, lady.
Yes.
Duke's here, isn't he?
Well, he got a phone call and had to run out, Mrs. Lavery. He said he'd be right back and told me to tell you to wait.
Oh, is that all that happened?
I wouldn't lie to you. You're his wife.
Yeah. Okay, well, as soon as he comes in, will you just tell him I'm here?
Of course.
Thank you.
Will you let me know as soon as Carruthers comes in? First thing.
Sure.
Okay.
What happened? I heard Andy was thrown here in the chopper.
Tom.
Oh, come on.
That poor man.
Hold on. Tell me what happened.
Andy has renal neoplasm, okay? And he knows about this, but he went and played anyway.
Oh.
Then he got into the accident in the game, and he passed out. Tommy, he's gonna die if he doesn't have the operation right away.
Well, I thought he was in surgery now.
No, that's what I can't stand. He's so stubborn. He's saying that he won't sign the consent form unless he speaks to Duke Lavery.
Why?
I don't know. He won't even tell me.
Well, I don't know if it'll do any good, but you think it would help if I talked to him?
No.
Andy, you've got to sign this paper. It's very serious.
They haven't heard of last Matthews. I'll sign, but you gotta promise to help me.
Of course I will. What happened?
Susie. Did it for Susie. If I died, she'd have nothing, end up in a hellhole.
Susie will be taken care of. I'll see about that. And you are going to be fine. You're going to be just fine.
Money. Her money. I laid a bet on the game. 25,000. Oh.
With who? With Carruthers?
Yeah. But I don't trust him. You promised to help.
I said I would.
Collect the money.
What are the odds?
10 to 1.
I'll do it for you. You're going to be fine, man. You're going to be just fine. He's ready to know.
All right, people, let's go get scrubbed. Come on. Okay, Andy. Right here. Sign this one. Right there. Thank you.
He signed the paper. I'll take it now.
But why didn't he?
I really can't go into that, but I think it's going to be worth it.
If Andy makes it.
Well, I think it's in their hands now. And God's.
No explanation necessary, Duke. Thank you, whatever you did. Thank you.
And you needed some help. I'll be thinking about you.
Yeah, exactly. And what's been going on at the Brownstone? I mean, it's like a funeral parlor over there.
Well, Melissa ran away a few weeks ago, and Bobby went to Miami to track her down.
To Miami? Oh, well, good for Bobby.
Well, I don't know if it's really good for Bobby. Melissa had been taken in by a couple of pimps, and they were going to put her out on the streets. It was pretty bad.
God, that poor child.
Yeah. So Bobby sort of went undercover and pretended to be a hooker. And she went there to help Melissa and the rest of the kids get out of trouble.
Oh, this sounds like more than just, this sounds like major trouble to me. Major. Oh.
Evening, ma'am. Are you meeting someone here?
Oh, well, I don't know yet, am I? See, I don't know a soul in town.
You're kidding. A pretty lady like you? Boy, that's hard to believe.
Oh, well, I did just get here.
Of course. Would you like to dine?
Well, you know, I had a real late lunch, so what I thought I would do is sit at the bar a while and just sort of get to know what the nightlife is like in Port Charles.
It's terrific. right this way.
Oh.
Since you're a stranger here, I think Duke's Club should buy you your first drink.
Oh, that's so sweet of you, bartender. I'll have a Singapore sling.
Sure. Now, that is an unusual drink. You're a woman of exceptional taste.
Well, I just kind of like the sound of its name.
If you like the name, you must love the game.
Oh, well, that depends on whose rules we're playing by.
And who keeps score.
Well, it's a little early, isn't it, for a score?
Well, I mean, I don't think...
Come over here.
Where are you going?
Is Carlos here yet?
I haven't seen him, boss.
Damn.
What's cooking?
I have the proof now he's running a large-scale gambling operation upstairs. I should have trusted bloody instincts in the first place and thrown him out of here.
Boss, what are you going to do?
I'm going to go upstairs and wait for him. There's a friend of mine some money. You stay by the door. If you see him, don't say one word. Come on.
What's the matter? I just said that you had to go out somewhere.
Yeah. It's Andy Matthews. He's over at General Hospital undergoing emergency surgery.
Oh, my God. What happened to him? Did he get injured?
Well, I don't think the game helped. Something to do with a tumor. Simone's over there. She's in a terrible state. I think it'd be good if you went over and stayed with her.
Definitely. Yes, I'll go there. Are you going to come?
I have a little business to attend to here first. I'll see you over there later.
All right. I'll just go tell Felicia and Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany's back?
Yeah.
Give her my love. Did you check her code?
Yeah, maybe again.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Oh, really? What, is everything all right? Oh, no. Andy Matthews is our next-door neighbor. He's gone into General Hospital for an emergency operation, so I'm going to go over there and keep some men company.
Oh. Well, is there anything I can do?
I don't know. By the sounds of it, afraid.
I think I'll call the station and see if I can get an update on this.
All right, then.
Excuse me.
Good night.
Yeah, Felicia, I'll see you, okay?
Okay.
Anyway.
We should count our blessings.
Yeah. Don't be long, all right?
I'll try.
Boss, you think it's a good idea to wait in the penthouse for him to get back? That place could be rigged. He might be carrying a gun.
I don't give a damn what he thinks. He lied to me. He put my livelihood in jeopardy. He also owes a great deal of money to Andy Matthews.
Andy got him to take the bet?
Yes, he did, and I promised I'd collect it. And my guess says the Crowds are trying to get out of it, especially if Andy dies tonight.
Is he that bad off?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. This money is his daughter's inheritance. I intend to get every penny. I promised Andy that much. You keep an eye open for Carruthers.
Vital signs.
Pulse, 160. Blood pressure, 75/40.
Don't you think we should wait until we build his pressure back up?
How much blood have we transfused?
All 4 units you ordered.
Just pouring good blood into his body cavity. We're going to have to drain it right back out. Scalpel.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.
Friday.
Suction under my right hand, please.
You're right, Tony. The blood's coming right through that kidney.
Kidney processes 50 times more blood than any other organ. Oh,
Hey, the clamp.
Okay, here it is.
Look at that tumor split.
Yeah, the kidney shrunk in mass. It's about 1/3 of its normal size.
Pressure's dropping. I'm going to give him more blood.
Damn you, Andy. Why'd you have to play that game tonight? You sponge. Give me 10 more minutes. Walt, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Okay, I'm taking out the rest of the section of this kidney.
You think that's peritonitis?
I have no idea. Here.
What do you think, Tony? You think this tumor's malignant?
I have no idea. I need a biopsy report as soon as possible.
Yeah, right away.
And I also need some light. I need some light over here. I want to see if this area's infected.
Tony, we're losing him. Pulse is 40.
You
Pressure's
don't lose
dropping.
him. Clamp. There you go. I'd taste it first, so I might not be doing you any favors.
I swear, it takes 5 minutes for every minute to pass. If it's like that for us, what's it like in there?
Come on, Simone, you've done surgery before. You know that answer. Feels like 5 minutes have gone by, and it was 2 hours.
It's just if we could only know what's happening.
Well, Tony won't have any news until it's all over. Awful thought, but all we can do is wait.
Simone? Yes, hi.
Hi.
I'm so sorry. Duke just told me what happened. Thank you for coming. Yeah, well, is the operation over? What's been said?
Well, it's going on now. It started around 9 o'clock.
Tell me, I'm concerned about Susie. Where is she?
Oh, don't worry. She's happy and safe at my house. When I left, she was arguing with Robin, who was going to read a good night story.
Does she know about her father yet?
Well, I just didn't find out until a little while ago.
It's going to be difficult to tell her. I mean, she adores Andy so much.
Why say anything at all until Andy's on the road to recovery? I mean, we can keep her from worrying.
Yeah. Well, nothing will be said at my house. We'll just wait till Andy's better, and then she can come visit him sitting up in bed in hospital.
I suppose you guys are right. That's if he makes it.
Don't talk like that.
I know how much trouble Andy got himself into by playing tonight. If he lives, he owes his life to Duke.
Duke, what does he have to do with it?
I'm not even sure. All I know is that Andy wouldn't sign the surgery consent forms until he spoke with Duke. Duke arrives, Andy signed. I have no idea what they talked about. Neither do I.
Parker, Ben Smith, Higgins. I owe you Quentin Quartermain 10,000. That's interest. Andy Matthews 25 grand. And it's in your handwriting, Carruthers. Very good.
And there he was. He was covered with mud from head to toe.
You know something? I love a woman that gets a kick out of life. Bill?
Yeah.
One more. How about you?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Bill? Make that 2.
All right.
I admire a woman who can hold her liquor and have fun doing it. You're a great lady, Shirley. Great lady.
Oh, well, thank you, kind sir.
Listen, I hope you're not going to pull a Cinderella on me and disappear.
Why, do I look like I'm turning into a pumpkin?
No, but I really, really want to get your number before you go. Huh?
Oh. Well, I don't exactly have a number of my own. There is a number where I work, but...
Where's that?
Well, I live there, too. I'm kind of embarrassed to tell you.
Come on. You needn't be.
I work for Dr. Tony Jones and his new wife. You know Lucy Coe?
Lucy Coe?
Uh-huh.
No, I don't know the lady, but she must have lived one hell of a life. I read her book.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know about that. I never read it. Joe, bartender, have you got a pen I could use?
Sure.
What the heck? Thank you. Okay. You must have hypnotized me because I usually don't do this.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't know, Felicia. The reason I haven't talked about my wonderful trip to Europe is because it really wasn't that wonderful.
Well, maybe you should have called Sean and asked him to join you. Could have turned into something really romantic.
Well, actually, the reason that I went to Europe in the first place is because I was mad at Sean.
I didn't realize that. Not about what? Oh, is that none of my business?
No, actually, I think it would help me to talk about it. No, see, I just found Sean doing this little, number with another woman in New York.
Oh,
I know. Well, he tried to charm and weasel his way out of it like he always does, and I don't know.
Just kind of got to me this time, so I left. And then I would be sitting over in Palazzo outside Florence, missing that turkey.
Well, maybe the further you got away from Sean, the more clearer you could see him.
I think going away really made me realize how much I really do love him. I don't know, he tried to make up with me before we left, and I might just let him.
Sounds like you really don't have any choice.
No, not unless... No, he would never do. I don't think he would do that, no.
Might do it again with another woman?
Well, I was thinking more of, like, doing it with that little tart he had in New York, you know? In which case, I would just take the spike of my heel and throw it in his ear and leave.
Well, I don't know about Sean. I mean, he's definitely a ladies' man.
Oh. Wouldn't be so bad if he were just my ladies' man. I don't know, Felicia. He insists that the thing in New York was strictly business. And I believe him. Besides, I mean, he's here and she's there. What kind of trouble can they get into at that distance, you know?
Right.
I'm sorry to drag you out this time of night, Doris, but I really can't stand to lose any time getting my office set up.
The plane gets in when the plane gets in. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. How much expansion room do you think you're going to need?
Well, I'm a financial analyst, so my only real corporate asset is myself. I'll need room for my office, a secretary, waiting room, conference room, microcomputer room, and a small kitchen area. The most important thing is that my clients have to believe that I'm more successful than they are.
2,000 square feet? Luxury building? What is it?
Now this looks like exactly the image I want. Elegance, light, wooded grounds, upscale neighborhood.
Well, you got an eye for class. The ELQ building is probably the finest office space this end of the state.
What does ELQ stand for?
Edward and Lila Quartermain Enterprises.
Quartermain? Really? Do the Quartermains control it, or do they have a management firm?
Edward Quartermain is probably the last of the great hands-on managers. He'd change the light bulbs if they'd let him on the ladder.
How long a lease will they negotiate?
How long do you want? You can have anything you like, so long as the price is right.
Oh, money's not a problem. Let me go and look at the building first, but consider me a permanent resident of Port Charles.
I'll drink to that.
Wouldn't your kids love
$1,000 can now be yours to have and to hold for just $49.95. Thank you.
One in love with a... I knew I did something right when I came to Port Charles. I think my karma finally got unscrambled.
Do you have any idea what you're talking about? Because I don't.
Oh, sugar, I wish you had been there to see my grand entrance into Duke's place. It was wonderful. Every head turned, and every eye was on me, and they said, who is this new mystery woman? Who is this new gal in town? Who is the newest player on the field of love?
Well, my. Aren't you just fired up? You must have gotten yourself a stud. Is it over so soon, or is he out passed out in my car?
This is the new town, sugar, and it calls for new rules. My body no longer rules my mind.
Oh, I get it. You're gonna wait until the second date to sleep with a man.
Boy, you're just full of vinegar tonight for somebody so young and so pretty. What's the matter, darling? Is your husband still out on his emergency? Bet you some nurse got herself caught in her garter belt and he had to help her out.
Shut up! Shut up, come on. I've been sitting here all by myself. Stop laughing at me. I haven't had anything to do all night. I just got BJ to sleep. She finally shut up.
Well, she missed your great auntie, that's why.
Well, I hope her great auntie kept her mouth shut with his latest jerk.
About what?
About being my great auntie, for one thing.
Oh, well, you know, honey, when you have a couple of Singapore slings in the bar room and then you start talking, you just never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
Okay. Who was the guy and what did you tell him?
You're never going to believe it. You're never going to believe what his name is.
I took it as a sign. His name is Angel.
You came here to drive me crazy, didn't you? You came here to drive me completely nuts.
Well, of course, he's just not going to sprout wings any day or something, but you'll see when you meet him.
Meet him?
Yeah, I gave him the telephone number here.
You what? You gave my home phone number to some scummy barroom bum? Who the hell do you
He is not
think
a
you are?
barroom bum. He is the maitre d' or something much more important than that. He's a man of position. Besides, he's buddies with the owner. And he said he would take me up to Duke and Anna's to dinner when he goes the next time.
Don't make sick jokes, Aunt Charlene.
It's not sick and it's not a joke. And why should you be the only social climber in this family? I think I'll go on up to bed. You ought to get some rest, too. You're looking a little peaked.
Poor Lizzie.
He survived.
Can you give us any details?
That's pretty much what I thought. The tumor almost totally surrounded the kidney. The kidney was nephrotic, shrunken. And to be honest, I'm amazed that he's been getting around, but he has. It's lost most of its functions.
And sheer guts.
Yeah.
Guy.
The tumor also had ruptured, undoubtedly during the game today, so I took out the tumor and I took out the kidney.
Okay, Tone, I was reading, on these type of tumors, they're often malignant.
Is it malignant? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't want to make a guess on that because nobody can really tell. The final pathology report will be out tomorrow morning at the soonest.
And Andy's chances of making it are, what?
It's by the minute. I'm surprised he made it through the game, actually. But he did. And he survived the surgery. And if he makes it through the night, then that's another blessing. And I'm amazed he's still breathing.
What else do you have to do?
Antibiotics, transfusions. And if it's malignant, then we start chemotherapy and radiation treatment.
So if you're not a doctor, you go to church.
I think we will.
If you want to see him, he'll be in ICU in just a minute.
Thank you. I can later tonight.
Yeah. I wish that I could have operated yesterday.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for everything. Anna, can you stay with me just a little bit longer,
yes,
please?
Yes, don't worry. I'll call Duke. Tell him I'll be late.
Oh, good.
You okay, Felicia? You look like you're a million miles away.
Well, I guess I was. A couple years away, actually.
Anna called. She left a message for you and Duke. She said she was going to stay at the hospital a while longer, and she was going to go home straight from there.
Okay, thank you, Angel.
Mm-hmm.
Did she have any word on Andy Matthews?
Well, she said he got through the surgery by the skin of his teeth, but at least he's alive.
That doesn't sound very encouraging, does it?
No, I guess not.
Where's Duke?
He's taking care of some business.
Okay, well, could you tell him good night for me?
I certainly will.
All right, thank you.
Good night, Felicia.
Hey, Angel. How's it going, guy?
Well, it could be worse.
Well, not much could be worse than that football game today. Anything on the news about Andy Matthews?
Well, they operated on him, and he's in kind of rocky condition, I hear.
Oh, no kidding. Boy, that is bad news. Just goes to show, you never know.
You can say that again. You never know.
Dude, hey, you got no right to come.
Oh, don't you talk to me about rights. You're a lousy bookie, man.
Hey, wait a second. I can explain.
Oh, don't you bother to explain to me. I know what you are, and I know exactly what you've done.
I sell insurance.
Oh, to do what? To cover your customers' losses? Don't talk nonsense.
Look, I don't know what you're carrying on about, man. This is...
Do you know what would happen to me if you were found to be running a gambling establishment up here? I would lose my license. I would lose everything that I have worked for. Don't you talk to me about carrying on.
Jeez, you're just not going to listen, are you? Look, I'll be moving on. Will that make you happy?
No, that wouldn't make me happy. I'd have thrown all your rubbish out in the street if it hadn't been for Andy Matthews.
Andy? For the football player? What about him?
Oh, yeah, go on. You play dumb. Go on, you wriggle out of it.
Wriggle out of what? I don't even know the guy.
Oh, you don't know the guy. Then why's his name in your book? $25,000 on today's game. I'm here to collect for him. You better give me the money, man.
Duke, it doesn't work that way. I mean, you can't collect for another player. It might be a scam or something.
Andy Matthews is a friend of mine. I want his money, not only for him, but for his daughter.
I don't have it.
What does that mean?
It means that he bet $25,000 I couldn't cover it. I laid it off in Vegas.
Oh, I see. And when are you going to have this money?
Tomorrow evening. I explained all this to Matthews. Ask him.
Let me explain something to you, and I would like you to listen very, very carefully. Your life is in danger. Now, if you try to get out of this, first of all, you'll be hurt. You'll be hurt very, very badly. And then you're going to die. Now, you tell me you understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
I ought to have smelled you from downstairs, you know. You start packing up.